Hi everyone, thank you for watching my previous video where I talked about FIFA 23 freezing and lags. That was more like a beginner video, but I learned more as well, and I've been having the lag issues and I was able to resolve it for the most part. So I want to show you guys what I found out. I want to share my learnings with you guys, and I really hope this will help fix your issues. So let's start with the computer settings, and then we can go to the in-game settings. I just typed up all the bullet points and then we can go through one by one. The first one being, so I have a Nvidia graphics card, and if you have AMD you go into that. So let's start with that. It's the Nvidia control panel. Once you go here, you go to like 3D settings, and then you go to program settings, and then see, I don't think like FIFA is on here yet, so if it's not there you have to add it. Yeah, it's not there. And if it's not on this list as well, you can also go browse it and add it manually. So I installed it on here, program files, FIFA 23, and that's the exe, and we are in here. So then you scroll down to the bottom. So we're gonna turn disable triple buffering and vertical sync. So triple buffering needs to be turned off, and then the next one is adaptive half refresh rate. Adaptive half refresh rate. Choose that, and that's all. Then you go ahead, apply that. Will take a second, and it's done, actioned. You can go ahead and close this one. Next is the game mode. Game mode settings. You just go start and search game mode settings. You need to turn that on, and after that you go to the Xbox game bar, and this kind of interferes with the game sometimes. I actually use a Xbox 360 controller, but I guess irrespective, when you're playing on your PC you just make sure this is turned off, because Windows is connected to Microsoft, and that's how I think this whole thing pops up. You want it to be off. After that you go to captures. None of this should be on. So if by chance if you have background recording on, that's really bad, because that will impact your graphics card and you will lose FPS. And also you turn off recorded audio. So you turn both of them off, and then game mode is on, and then that's it. Go ahead and close this. Now we're gonna go to settings, system, display, and then you scroll down graphics settings, and you make sure this is turned on. Hardware accelerated GPU scheduling needs to be turned on. And then see, it only shows desktop app. Now you need to pick FIFA. So for example, you go, like with my case, installed on G drive, you go wherever it's installed, you double click the exe. Now you go options, and you pick high performance, not power saving, or not let Windows decide. You want to pick high performance, and it should show your GPU. Save that, and that's that. Next up, like if you have AMD, then you go to like your AMD graphics card settings. If you have Nvidia, you go to Geforce experience. So under here it's going to be a little bit different. First of all, we want to start by, checking for updates, because see, mine says I have the latest driver. Recently there was an update for both of them. So you want to make sure it's updated, and after that you go to settings here. um, I tried to scan so many times because under like the games and apps, I don't see FIFA 23. I used to see FIFA 22. That's because Nvidia has not added the game yet, and that is a bit of an issue. See, game and app optimization, keep your games and applications optimized. So with this one, um, I do not know why. um, so with game and apps, I try to scan it so many times and then see view supported games and applications. You go on here, and under, see, it's from FIFA 12 till FIFA 22. FIFA 23 is missing, and Geforce needs to fix that. Nvidia, they need to add FIFA 23. Um, so without that, we cannot make this change, which kind of sucks. Um, so once that has happened, you can see image scaling, boost frame rates for optimized games and applications using GPU scaling and sharpening. So in simple terms, what that means is, in my case, I have a ultra wide monitor. It's 2560 by 1080p. You might be playing with 1440, which is 2K, or you might be playing 3840, so you might be playing on a 4K monitor. I know this compromises on quality, but if you're only concerned about having a lag-free game and you're able to enjoy the game and cutscenes without freezing and dying on you, this is worth doing. I know, like, we've all paid $100 to play this game on PC, or almost $100, and we don't really want to be doing all this. This is up to EA to fix this settings on in game, but what can we do? Like, until they do that, or I don't know if they'll do that. Um, this is what we can do to try and fix it. So unfortunately, we cannot optimize this game because this game is not even on the list yet, which Nvidia, GeForce, they need to do that. But I think if you have AMD, you could still do that. So what it essentially means is, you have a 4K monitor, but in game, when you're in game, under settings and graphics settings, you're gonna pick 1080p, not 4K, not 2K. You pick 1080p, and then you come over here, and so under for AMD, there's something called Radeon Super Resolution. I used to have an AMD card before, so I've noticed. So when you go to like the AMD card settings, Radeon Super Resolution, you turn that on, and then in game you do 1080p. And then with GeForce, there's a setting, but unfortunately the game is not optimized yet. And what that will do is, it will actually upscale the game using software, and it will save you some FPS. So you go ahead and turn the Radeon Super Resolution on, and what it does is, it'll just upscale the game, and it will still run it, but you will save some GPU usage, and that just improves the quality. Next up, we're going to move the temporary folder where FIFA saves everything. So first of all, what you need to do, and I'm sure everyone who has FIFA on their computer and they're not aware of this, it is on your C drive. So it's on your local C drive, Windows. You go to default, and then you go to app data, you go local, you go temp again. Oh, I think I messed something up. You actually go under your main admin user, so I picked the wrong one before. So then you go to local, you go to temp, and I don't have anything here. because I deleted it, and you guys go ahead and do that as well. So under your main username, whatever it is, then you go to app data, local, temp, and basically you just select all and you delete it. These are the ones I couldn't delete. There is just always going to be something remaining, maybe like a couple of files or whatever, but the rest is all deleted. So you first do that. Once you are done with that, now you need to reroute all your temp files rather than your C drive to a different drive with more capacity. And how do you do that? You go to start, you go view advanced system settings, then you go to advanced environment variables, see over here, and I can show you. So my C drive is 100 gigs and I only got 30 gigs free, but if you look at my D drive, that has a lot of capacity, 500 something gigabytes. So I created a folder on D drive called FIFA 23 temp, um, which I didn't understand at the time, but it is just the temp files, not just for FIFA 23, all the temp files for your Windows. So you can just go ahead and name it like temp folder or something like that on a drive where you got a lot of capacity and it's not your Windows C drive. And then you basically click on edit, you go browse directory, and then you just go ahead and map that, and you repeat it for TMP as well. TMP and TMP, they're both the same. You do that and then you push OK, OK, and that is done as well. And the next one is, if you have less RAM on your computer like mine, anything less than 8 gigabytes. If you got 12 and above, you're good. Don't worry about it. But if you have 8 gigabytes and less, like see on my instance, it's not even 1600 megahertz, so I just have 8 gigabytes of RAM. So see, that's not the best scenario here. So we're gonna do something to fix that. And if you have less than 8 gigabytes, you might want to do this too, because it just helps free up more space. Go to Google, look up Intelligent Standby List Cleaner. Basically, it is just a free program, and what it does is you can set a threshold. So like I mentioned in the notes, if it exceeds 50 to 60% of your RAM capacity, that is more than 4 gigabytes, it will free memory from unnecessary programs running in the background. So you go ahead and then you go ahead and click here for download and support, official download here, and you can just download it. I already have it, so I'm not going to download it again. And it's basically a zip file, and I have it on my desktop, and double click the exe, so it will show you. So I got 8 gigabytes RAM. Right now it's okay, but once you start FIFA, it's a whole different scenario. There's a lot of usage going on. So free memory is lower than, this is where you mention that. So available is 8053 divided by 2. Let's just do 50%, 4026. Just do 4000, and then you push start, and that's it. So whenever like it exceeds 4000, it's less than then it'll work on it, and you can minimize it. It just runs in the background, and you cannot imagine how much this helps. The next thing we're gonna do, I know it's a lot, but we just want to play like stress free, and we don't want the game to freeze when we're playing online, losing our draft tokens, losing our division rivals when we are playing the game to get the promotion, whatever. So appearance and performance. Just look up adjust the appearance and performance of Windows, and then what we're going to do here, just say adjust for this performance and apply. Takes a second or two and then go OK. um, this one is done when the game is launched. It's more like we just want to check that. But now open up Windows PowerShell, and then it goes to your base directory, which you don't want. I think it's okay. Yeah, so it is on the right directory. And go ahead and type this. I will leave this in the description as well. This is what you want to type. This just brings up a new power option which you've never seen before. Usually when you go to power option on your laptop or desktop, it says balanced, power saver mode and high performance mode. It should at least be on high performance mode, but there is a new mode, like you can actually activate ultimate performance, and this is how you do it. So you look up Windows PowerShell, go on here and you basically just type this space and push enter. See, it says ultimate performance. So that is activated and you can close that. Now you go Windows, choose a power plan. So over here, actually I've done it twice, so it's there twice because I did it to show you guys, right? So with you guys, when you do that, it'll just show up once and you pick ultimate performance. Not balanced, not power saver. High performance is still decent, but go ultimate performance and then close that. Now you want to go to the device manager. This might seem very basic, but it still could happen to some. Go to display drivers, see, click on your graphics card, update driver, search automatically. The best drivers are automatically installed, but in your case, if it's not, go ahead, install it and restart your computer. We spoke about that. We do that in game. While we're in game, I'm just gonna do like Alt Tab, and then you can do Control Alt Delete details and select the game and see if it's in high priority. That's okay. The last thing we're gonna do on Windows before we go to the in-game settings is go to Documents. So go to Documents. Down below you pick like FIFA 23. Then you see FIFA setup.ini. If it doesn't pick up the file, then what you do is like if you double click, it should open in Word on a notepad, but if it doesn't open up for you, go open with and then select notepad. And on here, what we're looking for most cases, it's automatically 0. But if it's not, if it says 1 or 2, I want you to change that to 0. Go File, Save, Close, and that's it. It has to be 0. Now let's talk about in-game. I'm gonna go ahead and close all the windows. Okay, I'm gonna open up Origin. I actually use a Xbox controller, Xbox 360 controller for Windows, and it works for me. I've been using that for the last few FIFA games. You want to check the, I think it's worthwhile checking that. So go to My Game Library. check if there is an update, or you want to verify. See, it's up to date. You want to click repair to, just to verify the integrity of the files, just to make sure everything is okay. It's still running that in the background because it's checking the full folder. So yeah, it's good, because sometimes you never know, right? You might have an error which might be stopping you from playing. Now we click the exe. I know previously we used to get this window where it says play, game settings and close, but we don't get that anymore, which kind of sucks, because you're able to change all the settings before you launch the game, right? You don't want the game to launch and put the GPU under stress. But anyway, that's how they've done it this year. And also the other nice part is, while you're in game, you can change the settings, the rendering quality, while you're inside the game as well, which is pretty cool. Previously you were not able to do that, and in case you got stuck, you are stuck, and that game is gonna lag and you're gonna lose it. Just, it's not fun. I actually lost a draft token and I was not happy about it. Yeah. So I also went to my GPU and then I turned on the frame rate, so it is on the top right hand corner, as you guys can see, because I wanted you guys to see. I wanted to show that it works for me.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
And I do hope it runs smooth and everything. So we're gonna do the part which I spoke about. Control Alt Delete, Task Manager. You go to Details, and you must see FIFA here. Now set priority. Is that what I meant? I forgot. Let's just double check. Set priority and high. So FIFA 23, set priority high. Oh, because the game is on, I guess. I do want to do that, so I'm gonna close. Let me actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to close the game now. Set priority. Oh, now you cannot complete it. See, the RAM is 50% use. But I don't know, I'm not able to do that. I just wanted to try and do that and set priority to high, but I guess we're just gonna leave it as it is, because you cannot change that setting while the game is running, right? Yeah, we cannot. That's unfortunate, but I want to try again. What is it on right now? It's on normal. is just not gonna let me do that, and I think that's okay. And you know what, that's okay. We've changed high performance and ultra
EA
mode
Sports.
elsewhere. So now we're gonna go change the in-game settings and then test out the game, because I want to see how it is and I want to show you guys if it actually works, because we've spent a lot of time making these changes. Okay, go to customize, settings, game settings, and you want to go to the last one, display configuration. The first one is obviously, you know, what is the resolution of your monitor. We've also gone through this in the previous video, but I just wanted to repeat. So make sure it's in the native resolution. Mine is an ultra wide monitor, so it's 2560 by 1080. Yours might be mostly 1920 by 1080, or it might be like what is going on? Yeah, 1920 by 1080, or it could be, I think this is mine. This is 2K. 2560 by 1440 is 2K. This is 4K. So you could, but the ones who are watching the video, obviously we are having lag issues, right? So we want to stick to, you guys want to stick to 1920 by 1080 if it's the usual resolution. If yours is not ultra wide, then you go to 1920 by 1080. Mine is yeah, so this is mine. And then you can always experiment these things, like particularly the display mode. I never know which works for who. So initially it was full screen, and that's when I had a lot of lag issues. For me, windowed works. Full screen doesn't, windowed works. I also tried windowed borderless. It does not work for me, but for some it does. I spoke to my friends, for some windowed borderless works. For me it's windowed, and I'm gonna stick to that. And with frame rate, you do not want to experiment. Do not lock it to 60 or 30 or whatever. Like I did that as well initially. I made that mistake because I thought if I lock it to a lower frame rate, then I'm definitely not going to have any lag issues. But it actually creates lag and poor response ratio, like poor response um, if you set if you cap it. So just leave it at no limit on FPS. These two, you want it off. Just turn it off. Strand based hair and dynamic resolution scale, turn it off. The rendering quality for me over here says medium, but I'm just gonna go low. I do not want any lag. I play a lot. If you don't play as much, maybe like for better settings you can go medium. I'm gonna go low. I just want a smooth gameplay. At this point, with so much frustration, I just want a smooth gameplay. I don't want anything else. So we're gonna do that, and that's it. So that's all we're gonna do for game settings. So we've done both optimization for Windows and the game as well. So now I want to show you guys, like you were talking about cutscenes and cutscenes lagging, so maybe we want to check that, but also we just want to check the gameplay. uh, Let me just play a normal game, I guess. Okay, I've never done this, so that's why it's showing me all these things. I just straight away played um, Ultimate Team. So classic match. is this? I can see the frame rate seriously dropping, but now it's picking up. See, these are the cutscenes, right? I get 30 to 25 FPS. It's smooth. I don't see a lag. For the most part, it's okay, I guess. I mean, it's not the best. Okay, I see a little bit, tiny bit now, and then it's picking up again. We're obviously not gonna play the game. Oh, I don't want to be Liverpool. I do not want to be that. I actually forgot that I was messing around with the home sites and away sites. I want to go out and check other game modes. So I think this seemed alright. Now see, with the game, we're getting like about 40 FPS now. I know it's a whole new story when you're playing online, right? So which is what we want to check, because everybody wants to play Ultimate Team, so that's what we're going to check. Restart the computer, because after making all the changes you want to restart the computer. We're gonna try again. FIFA is gonna do its thing. Check if it's genuine, I guess. I don't know. Usually, like, people, I don't know, they don't buy the game or whatever, so probably they've taken actions to protect themselves from that, from piracy. Okay. I really hope this time it's okay. Go to Ultimate Team. So this is what I was talking about, turning the crossplay off. Let me show that, because you don't want that. It didn't go well for me. So under online settings, matchmaking options, you leave approximate location matchmaking on, so it finds you players with the most green bars. And crossplay enabled, it is just like playing with different supported platforms, which isn't working well. So I turned it off, and if you turn it off, it will just keep telling you that whenever you're entering a game where the matchmaking option is available, it tells you about that it's turned off. There's only 4 days for the ones to watch cards to go. I only got Adams. That's what 90% or 99% of the people get. Okay. That's a good thing FIFA remembers where we left off, so we start back up and we're gonna look for a game. And here is hoping it goes smoothly this time around. Wow, it's taking forever. Come on, EA. What is going on? Okay, we found an opponent. And take two. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop really low. It is dropping really low. FPS.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. My name is Derek Ray.
Okay, it's down to 5.
The commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and
It's just, I think, very graphics intensive to display the squad.
for you as a live division rivals contest. Stuart, what are your expectations for today?
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
I really hope I'm able to play the game.
Dembele. Very timely interception.
Oh, it's responsive. Oh,
This is how
miracle.
it goes for the home side.
Miracles do happen.
Courtois begins in goal.
Ah,
Gabriel Paulista plays
lost the
alongside
ball.
Marcao in
Come
central
on.
defence. Jeffrey Kondogbia starts with Lorenzo Pellegrini in central midfield. And rather than use a
Wow.
strong partnership,
Come on, guys.
Derek, there's a chance here. Oh,
Okay,
that's
good
not
save,
well
good
done.
save. Courtois.
short corner it is. The inside group looks promising.
Oh, what a challenge.
Real pressure defensively. Will they pay the price? Oh, right in the nick of time.
Oh, the game is responsive.
Espino. Well, you get the feeling so many in attendance here have come
Come
just
on.
to see this man, Kylian Mbappe.
Well, Derek, over the years he's scored so many goals. It's his ability to
Wow,
come
this is a
forward
good
and
player.
spin in behind defenders at such pace. When the ball's played in behind, nobody catches him, and he often gets one against the goalkeeper, and we know
Ow,
what the
I'm
result is.
like tackling with two players. Ow.
Are they going to force it?
Ah, he's gonna score.
Really
Oh, wow.
sound goalkeeping.
Well, that has to be a
Courtois.
What
Courtois is keeping me in the game. And see, I'm getting 50p constantly.
Going short.
I know he's gonna fool me and try to cut in.
Marcelo. And lining it up. Rashford.
Oh my god, he's got such a good team. He's a good player. Okay. Wow, see? I did challenge. Who's that idiot? Left centre back. But see, it's a cutscene. He's celebrating. But anyway, the gameplay is smooth. Can you see?
Will we see from them now?
is he doing? He's being a douche.
And the press is on.
My God,
Marcus Rashford. What a textbook
what a
interception.
crunching challenge.
Lucas Vasquez.
Uh,
Dembele.
how?
Excellent assessment of the situation at the back. Lucas Vasquez.
Good pass. Make an overlapping run.
Marcao. Kondogbia. And scope for them to produce something inside.
Ah, I was gonna shoot.
For the threat posed. Dembele.
Wow. Yeah, he has a sick team and he's a good player.
So underway again. 2-0 advantage here.
Let's see what formation he has. 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And I'm on attack mode. Let's play 4-2-3-1. Let's see how this goes. Okay. It's still constantly on 50 FPS as you can see. And the game is running smoothly. Ah, what are you doing? There's like,
So much of the possession and have used
it's like input lag.
particularly in the midfield areas, and I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
Espino. The ball with Kondogbia. Giovanni Lo Celso. Lucas Vasquez. Using space on the opposite flank now. Eldor Shomurodov. No problems for the
Good
keeper.
save.
Pedri. Dembele. Offensive challenge.
Hey, it's a foul.
Error by the keeper.
Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is just a gift.
Back underway at 2-1.
He must be pissed off now. He's gonna destroy me. But if I come back from this, that's like a miracle. Yes, Mbappe, how? He's gonna score. Oh wow, Courtois. Courtois was like God. Champions League winner. Ow. Nah. Wow, I just gave it away. I just gave it back to him. But see, it's like 45-50p. No lag. There is like lag now.
Well, half-time coming up, and this is not exactly what the home fans came to see. Stuart, your thoughts on what we've seen?
Well, they can certainly play better than this. They've been too slow in possession and not aggressive enough with their closing down. Those two things have to change in the second half if they're to turn this around.
Marcao. And just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages. Kondogbia.
Wow, what a challenge. I thought I scored a goal. because it would be nice to go into the halftime at least like 2-3. Now it's 1-3. He has a strong advantage.
Away they go again.
He's a better player. It's a tiny bit of lag.
Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Real chance.
Wow. He likes to give presents.
Well, he's given it away. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. All hands on deck. Can he finish this? Well, a piece of quick thinking by the keeper.
Well, that's great goalkeeping. He read it so well, didn't he?
From Dogbia. Giovanni Lo Celso.
Ah, poor
They have
pass.
possession again. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own.
Wow, my player is so slow. Take one for the team.
Well, it looked highly promising, but
Oh,
they got nothing
I
out
didn't
of
get
it.
a card.
Kostic.
Oh, not able to cut in.
Mbappe. Rashford. He's in behind. The defender put in the challenge.
Is it a red
and
card?
it will be a red card. And
Red card.
choice. Ascending on
I
the
left
team.
back, it's a red card.
There. That's a sending off all day long.
Well, he
Okay.
tried to get it to dip
He
right at the
shanked
end
that.
of its flight.
Well, it's great technique. He strikes it so cleanly. It just doesn't come down in time. Well, as those stats tell us, their attacking play today has been exceptional. Defenders have come out at the right time. Midfield have completely dominated the game, and the front players' movement has been excellent.
Oh wow.
Grab hold of it. Well, able to survive that attacking push. Poor pass. Kostic. Chance to play it in. And players waiting at the bottom.
Poor cross.
And no joy as far as the cross was concerned. Mbappe. And he might be through here. Thwarted by the post.
Well, they won't come much closer than that. It's a matter of inches from being a really good goal.
Eldor Shomurodov. Lucas Vasquez. A good tackle. Rashford. Bodies forward and the break looks on. But timely defending when it mattered. Giovanni Lo Celso. possession of the
Yeah,
ball.
good.
Oh, very effective play, and they might be onto something. Ideal for the
Ah,
goalkeeper,
he
for
caught
any
it.
keeper. Just 10 minutes to go. Kessié. It's a perfect challenge. Kessié.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
goal to reduce the deficit.
One goal.
As that gets
Just
the
one
ball
goal.
rolling, it's not
Oh, it's
over
not bad.
yet. Well, back on
How
way.
did I do that with
Lots of goals
10
here.
men?
3-2. Kimpembe. Hakimi.
He's probably gonna waste
Still
time
scope
now.
for late drama here.
That's
5
what they
minutes
do.
left, and just one goal between the sides. Rashford. He's in behind. What a vital intervention. Nicolas Gonzalez. Kessié. Sinisterra. Kessié has it. Well, they're attacking, but time is the great enemy. Really
Ah,
good challenge. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And the
he's gonna
electronic
waste
board
time.
showing
That's
one
what he would do.
additional minute.
I mean, that's what I would
Renato
do.
Sanchez with it now.
But he's
Can
not
he
going to.
finish them off? The crossbar caught in the way.
That's it. Game
And
over.
there goes the final whistle. It's
And I
1-0
was able to
win
play the
as
game
far as the
and I
top
finished the
flights
game.
are concerned.
Well, Derek, not quite good
No
enough
lag
today.
now.
Yes, they only lost by one goal, but I never
And
felt
it's
the
okay
real
too.
control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think
So
about
for
the
the
next time.
most part, it seems to be okay. I know there are a lot of players whose specs are much higher than mine and they're struggling, and that is not fair. With mine, I know my processor is not good. I don't even have an i5 6600. It's i5 4000 series. So my CPU is being bottlenecked with my case. And it makes
And they
sense,
kick off
and
here.
I'm still able to play the game. So for you guys, I guess if you follow this,
Rashford.
you definitely might be able to play
Oh, brings it
lag free.
past him.
And this was online, so it works. So give it a go
A
and let me
goal to
know
give
what you
them a
think.
1-0
Thank you
lead.
for
An
watching.
excellent
Bye now.
result.